America.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Going to throw right away. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Now this airmail to the sideline, it's incomplete, and there don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's 3rd down. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. McCarr finding his former college teammate Adams there for the Raider first. Well, these two teams met in Kansas City earlier this season with the Chiefs winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Carr going to throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 19 carries, 83 yards, and a touchdown.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 104 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Mahomes going to throw. And his throw is incomplete. The Chiefs at 11-1 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Divine Diablo there to make the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. 2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Caught out right by Renfro. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 10 more there and another 1st down. Again, it's Carr. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the 1st down.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Adams. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. On 2nd down, Jacobs. A nice little juke. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Carr maybe with a free play. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Offside, defense.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack. Carr, that's complete right around the 8. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Touchdown! Hunter Renfrow, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it was Hunter Renfrow who capped things off with a touchdown reception.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Now here's Mahomes rolling to his left.
That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's got a man complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be out right at the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on second down. Carr delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Carr to throw again. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there of 22. On first and 10, here's Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
From the 25, here's second and 6.
Now Carr. Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Zach Pascal, as the first half is winding down.
And the Raiders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
CD, for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's got a man complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed. Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here go for it and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where you see the final score there. Jonathan Taylor, over 200 yards on the ground with a couple of touchdowns as well. From there, we're off to check out another game, and they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Dalvin Cook.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Kansas City starting a drive, hoping to utilize the speed of that man, Mecole Hardman.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he? Boy,
he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time. Mahomes now to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 36 yards.
And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now up to 14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Carr. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Zach Pascal with his second touchdown of the night. And the Raiders are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. There's McCole Hardman as he brings this offense onto the field yet again.
What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders 14. 64 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now up to 14. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards.
And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his third touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's pace.
Oh, snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants with it. He has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Carr. Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made.
22 yards there, a first down.
Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From midfield, here's Carr.
Back to Renfro again, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Carr's throw complete there to Smith. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
That last pass might be one he remembers, Charles. He's now over 40,000 career passing yards.
And just think of the evolution of the passing game in the NFL. 40,000 at one time was unthinkable. No one thought anyone would ever get there. Now, how many guys have done it in the NFL?
Yeah, right around 20.
So we're talking a good number that have gotten that done, throwing the ball downfield. He's got a lot to be proud of and a lot more left to accomplish.
On 2nd and 12, Carr.
Quickly a slant to Renfro.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Looking middle, and that's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. Zach Pascal from 13 yards out.
And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. This will be fielded inside to 5. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
So now, I think even our referee is confused. The defense accepted the holding penalty, but they just got the ball on the fumble recovery, so that will be negated. That's a tough one to comprehend.
Carr now on 1st down.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was what's commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Carr.
And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Now Carr.
It's caught here by Adams.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Carr to throw.
Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Here's Carr. Same target. It's Jacobs again.
And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
Throwing his Carr.
This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
The quick slant caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. That time, a 9-play drive.
And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. Kansas City starting a drive, hoping to utilize the speed of that man, McCole Hardman.
And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good, and I think what really makes it spectacular.
He's got a man, complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes.
And incomplete on the deep ball. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Mahomes to throw it.
Flushed out right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team...
So 4 quarters couldn't decide it, and it'll be the Chiefs who get the football first in this overtime session. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. Yeah, good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. Oh, and fine work as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, Parker?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field, very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL, but the execution was pretty darn good.
So for Kansas City, the win moves them to 12-1 now.